What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode with AB Investments. I'll make this as quick. You guys see what happened today. It's not particularly AMC. We didn't see much. It was barely up a percent. But you saw what happened with GME. Um, Normally, according to the algorithms that they got us pretty used to, we've been used to them pumping out, normally doing GME moves, AMC moves. Um, I like to, on a greater scheme of things, believe that yes, they got us on those algorithms, but fundamentally, we have obviously every company has different floats, have different amounts of synthetics in it, and blah blah blah. Whether you believe in synthetics or not, allegedly, if they are there or not, AB is not a non-financial advisor, so I'm just saying this stuff to accommodate everybody else that is listening. But we saw that with GME today, that's a huge move up on particularly like a report. I mean, the skews, as I told you guys before, the news always, or the stock price always is justified by the news that is being reported, by some sort of report that there are clients and people are buying GME, like, games, and going to GameStops. Anywho, but I told you last week that if it was the major cap stocks that were moving, like the Nvidias and the chip stocks and all the e-commerce and all that stuff, would it be meme stocks turn this week? Is that what they're doing? Leading up to the volatility, leading up to the end of this month, when the uh, deadline, like they could be hiking all these stocks ultimately on a grand scheme of things. If I'm not mistaken, they could be hiking all these things so that on that particular day, um, the sentiment would be that these stocks are way overvalued. No matter what happens with the debt ceiling or not, it could it could just re-extending and re-adding to the debt could send us even a little bit higher on the stocks evaluation wise. Could, not will, could. But when the next hike meeting happens in June, the FOMC meeting, it's going to be very crucial, because this is probably the most crucial one out of all the FOMC meetings. Because in this FOMC meeting, they have to determine whether it's good to stop hiking rates, or should they add one more. If they stop hiking rates, it's a very crucial decision globally, not just on the stock market, because if they were wrong and inflation still is high and continues to skyrocket after they stop the hiking rates, they can't just come back and hike rates again. Because if they hike the rates again, then this will definitely break the market. When inflation skyrockets and you stop and you start to try to add more rates, deflate, inflate, something breaks easily. So that's something that has never been done, where they would have to stop and then do something like that, unless they implement. There's some ramblings about them implementing something that is not a rate hike, but it's very similar to it. So we'll wait and see what basically that in what form that would come in, and how it would come in. In this meantime, keep your eyes for any small local banks. Look for banks to perhaps get Scrooge or something. I mean, we see the Wells Fargo being off the DTCC, circling around, and it's making its ways around. But there's a lot more to cover, and there's a lot more on the smaller banks level that could basically crack. And we'll see what's happening, in these few days coming, in these next few coming days. I've been working on this live in the background, and today something was reported on the AMC Investor Relations website, and about that Kevin Gallagher sending a like to the court. And it's like seriously, it's like, for me, it's like, wow, I was digging into something, and now I get to see this get reported over to the AMC, like it got reported just today. I've been working on it all throughout the weekend, just doing some work, some deep kind of looking around stuff and like looking deep into things, like flipping rocks and stones and see what's underneath them. I think that I will perhaps either today, no, not today. Today, this is it. Tomorrow or the day after. I think I'm gonna completely come out with that live, and it's not like no groundbreaking, but it's definitely eye-opening as far as to see how things kind of interconnect behind the scenes. With that being said, much love, AB Investments, and may tomorrow be AMC's turn to pump and perhaps skyrocket and to the moon.